what is going on? It's Twisted Fast 33, and today I have a special gameplay for you guys today. One, because I get thrown into this game late, so I don't get the greatest of, kills, but I do get on a very nice streak towards the end of this game, and I was about 5 or 6 away from the MOAB. Correct me if I'm wrong, but, anyway, this game is also special because it is my first video to date since I started my channel with HD quality. I just purchased the HD PVR yesterday, and I gotta say, it was a great purchase. You need that 720p quality on your video to, get, because I wasn't getting that many likes or subs on my music videos, and I thought, maybe it's because, I can even barely see some of the things that were happening with my dazzle quality, so it's time to upgrade. I need to upgrade, because then maybe it'll make people want to subscribe. Anyway, what I really wanted to talk about today is the best way to get a MOAB, or MOAB, however you pronounce it, rushing or camping. Now, I used to always think that it was camping, but, lately I've been getting really close to MOABs by rushing around with the MP7 or gun like the MP7 or the P90. I've been getting, on some 20, 21 streaks, or even, some of the lower ones like 15. I've been getting on those like pretty much every couple games. I would get on a nice streak. I mean, I won't get the MOAB, but I would get on a nice streak by rushing around. So what I've come to the conclusion of is that it's better to get a MOAB rushing, and when you're rushing, you pretty much almost feel like you're invisible, especially when you get the specialist first bonus. You're, running, if you're rushing and you're killing people, and, you keep on doing it, then there's no need to change the way you've been playing. Just keep on rushing around and killing people like you have when you've built up your streak. You're eventually gonna get the MOAB. It's not like someone's just gonna come down and change your playstyle like when you're on an 18 streak. If you keep playing how you did for those first 18 kills, you're eventually gonna get it. And camping, now camping, you have a lot of risks. I know that when you do rushing, there's a lot of risks too, but camping, the spawns can flip extremely fast, and then all of a sudden, when you're in your camp spot, people can start spawning behind you. And also, when you're camping and you're getting on a high streak, guys, most of the people you play with aren't stupid. They're gonna know where you are eventually. They're gonna maybe rush you in teams of 2 or 3. And if you don't have an SMG to protect you from that, you're pretty much gone. And that's one of the main reasons why I think it's better to rush and get a MOAB, because when you're constantly on the move, people are running after you, and then you have time to, you have time to, react to what the enemy is doing. But when you're camping, if they're rushing you in teams of 2 or 3 non-stop in your camp spot, you're eventually gonna die. You might get lucky once, but you're eventually gonna die and lose your streak. But when you're rushing, you're gonna be able to, run into maybe one enemy at the least, maybe 2. Especially when you're in their spawn. Usually there's not like 4 people spawning in front of you. There's maybe 2 in that area, 2 in another area, and then maybe 1 person in another area or the other person. You can kill them, know where they spawn, go to that spawn, and maybe other people will respawn in there too. So rushing is just a really efficient way to get a MOAB, and what I find is you get less nervous when you're close to a MOAB and you're rushing, because when you're rushing and getting a MOAB, everything moves so fast that you really don't know that you got the MOAB, especially if you're getting one in about 2 minutes. Enemies are coming at you constantly, and when you're camping, when your hands get sweaty, you're extremely nervous, you're like, oh no, where they are. Then you start to play extremely cautious and sit in corners and only look at one area, and that can hurt you, because I've actually done that. Sometimes I've been close camping, and just to refresh, I get in the corner, stay hydrated. No, I'm just kidding. But I get in the corner, and then I die because I'm only looking at the one area, and then somebody might be coming from the other way, and I didn't see them because I was just looking down his sight at one person, and that's what rushing does for you. If you play on a pretty high sensitivity, you can react to multiple enemies at different angles coming at you. And so yeah, I think that rushing is a better way to get a MOAB. If you disagree, leave a comment. Assassin 33. Bye.